Despite what happened in this AFCON that just concluded, we've seen a statement by the CAF and FIFA giving sanctions over the two teams, over Morocco and over Senegal. And we haven't had that time to reflect on what happened in the final, because what happened in this final was something very historic. The good side and also the bad side. The good side was the pitch, the facilities. It was a European standard. We all could agree that Morocco 2025 AFCON has been the best AFCON in recent years, apart from what happened in the politics side of scheme. But FIFA and CAF came out after the final and then start giving their sanction. I think they sanctioned the coach of Senegal for bringing his players back into the dressing room after the controversial penalty for Morocco. And let's tackle that first, then we'll tackle the rest. I think when it comes to football, I think football is all about respect, all about passion, all about love, hatred, and a lot of things come when it comes to football. And people kind of forget the fact that this football can make or break somebody, most especially a player. We could talk about Brahim Diaz. If you think that penalty he missed is not going to affect him for the rest of his career, then we are in for a joke. But FIFA sanctioning the coach of Senegal is something I can reason with, because in this kind of period, you cannot just forget the rules of the game. No matter how bad the officiating has been, you cannot just forget the rules of the game. The rules of the game is never leave the pitch until the end of the game or the end of the first half. If you leave the pitch just because of an officiating in an ineligible time where the referee didn't tell you to go, or when the game is not finished, then you are up for sanction. And that I agree. But let me be honest with you guys here. If I was the coach, I would have done the same. Because watching what the Moroccan did to the Senegalese team, not only in that final, the week leading to that final, it's been shambles. It's been annoying. And I'm so happy. I'm honestly so happy that it ended this way. I'm happy that Senegal won this final. At least football won. I also saw some videos of the Moroccan taking the towels as well of the goalkeepers. That as well, the FIFA should sanction. It's not just sanctioning the coach of Senegal. It should also sanction the players, the coach, the Moroccan Federation for allowing the ball boys, the security to just come behind and start taking towers of goalkeepers. Knowing fully well that the temperature, the weather of Morocco is not something that you will just accept. Remember, goalkeepers are the ones less active in the game. They need that towel to be able to clean their glove. They need the towel to be able to clean their face, at least their white face, so that they could be able to see the ball clearly. But what happened? The ball boys of Morocco, they came, they start taking the towel behind the back of the goalkeeper, which is not very good. This thing, if FIFA can sanction the Senegalese coach, the FIFA should also sanction not just the Moroccan Federation. They should sanction the fans as well. The ball boys, like literally, they should ban Moroccan fans for a couple of times from not entering the stadium, because not just the towels, also there were these scenes of beating fights between the police, the security against the Senegalese fans who came to watch the game. Also, they are going to sanction Senegalese fans for raiding into the stadium when they are not allowed to. A lot of things went up in this final, which honestly we've come back and reflected, and I can tell you that it was one of the most historical final, one of the most interesting final we've ever seen. But also, it just stained the AFCON. This AFCON, it just stained it. And Morocco have not won the trophy for a long time. Just to come into this tournament, knowing fully well that they spent a lot. There are a lot of things at stake. They spent a lot for this tournament. They wanted to co-host the World Cup in 2030. And this is to show that they can co-host the World Cup. And that hope has been literally derailed. After seeing what happened against Senegal in the final, I'm very, very sure that CAF, FIFA will not allow Morocco to host the World Cup 2030. Because if this can happen, imagine in the World Cup what the Moroccan fans could do. It seems like the Moroccan fans didn't have security. It seems even the security were working against people. They were not selling tickets to the away fans. There was no place for the away fans to stay. It was all a mess because they wanted Morocco by all means to win the Nations Cup. Not just that, Morocco, the officiating right from the Comoros game has been shambles. If you watch specifically Morocco, you will know that the referees that have refed the game of Morocco, one or the other way, have always support Morocco. I'm telling people that you might have a plan in a match, in a football match, but if the referee keep blowing against you, it derails the plan of the match. And honestly, I was really, really happy that Senegal won this trophy. Honestly, I was really happy. Knowing fully well also that the week leading to that final, they wanted Senegal to train at the hotel where Morocco lodged so that the Morocco could be able to see what they are doing. The same thing happened to Nigeria, and Nigeria didn't say anything. The same thing happened to Cameroon, and Cameroon didn't say anything. And this is what you have to face during this AFCON. And nobody said, I was honestly happy that Senegal literally opened the world, not neglecting the fact that Senegal also had their own flaws. They don't allow your players to leave the field because of one bad officiating. Yes, and they're going to get sanctioned. But is that decision that the coach took? It is that decision that the coach took that made them win the trophy. Although we could talk about Mane. Mane is the one leader. He brought them back and all this thing. If they didn't take that decision, who knows what will happen in the penalty? Maybe Brahim Diaz would have scored the penalty. But I really want to know the sanction FIFA will give Morocco in this AFCON, because I think this one that they are keeping quiet, they are up to something, because they've already given sanction to the coach, they've given sanction to the Senegalese fans, and they've given sanction to some of the Senegalese players. I really want to see what they are going to give Morocco, because not just that, there was also a video of the Moroccan president not giving the trophy, handling the trophy to the Senegalese players. This is to show you how bad their sportsmanship is, how bad losers Morocco is. Because we all know that they did well in sponsoring this AFCON and make it one of the best we've ever seen. But when it comes to sportsmanship, when it comes to character, when it comes to personality, that is where they lack. Not only that, when the Senegalese coach came into the press conference after the game, what happened? All the Moroccan press conference, all the Moroccan journalists, all left. This is to show you how bad they were, how bad their image is. And I hope this doesn't affect African football, because as I've said, let's give flowers to whom flowers is due. Morocco facilities were top notch. It was amazing. The pitch was 100% World Cup standard. You could see the fluidity, you could see the quality of play, you could see the ball rolling in a very, very interesting way. And honestly, this was the AFCON I really enjoyed watching. Apart from what happened with Morocco, with the politics, and also with the official. Because this is not just this. This has to do with the CAF president. This has to do with the president of Morocco. I'm sure there is a dirty work behind the scene. There were dirty work behind the scene, and I'm honestly so happy to see that Senegal actually won that trophy. Because if we'll be honest, Morocco would have lost that game against Tanzania. Morocco wouldn't have even been in the quarterfinals for the first place. And let's also even talk about the final. The finals was supposed to be Nigeria against Senegal. But if you watch that Nigeria-Senegal game, you could know that the referee actually spoiled the plan of Nigeria. He was just giving every favors to Morocco. The same thing happened in the final. So I honestly want to see the sanction, because I've heard that FIFA and CAF have given sanction to both teams. The only ones that have come out is the coach and the Senegalese fans, I think. And according to what we've heard, they heard that someone was killed from Senegal based on the accident, and his body was dumped in one of the, I don't know if this is actual real news, but I saw it one of the news. And if this actually gets to FIFA's ear, then Morocco should forget about hosting the World Cup, because this kind of thing shouldn't happen. You should learn how to lose. The ball boy shouldn't get into the stadium, the field, to take the towels of goalkeeper because you think there is a black magic or something. What you should do as a boy is to stay and give the balls to the goalkeeper and present everything that you need to present to the players, not for you to fight the goalkeeper, to the extent that the Senegalese second goalkeeper had to stay behind his first goalkeeper to be able to protect and give him the towel. This is very dirty for African football. This actually just stained African football. And I honestly, I want the FIFA to take action. I want FIFA to take action, because as beautiful as this AFCON has been, we could see that it's clear that there's been something very, very, very fishy behind the scene. And I am honestly happy that Senegal is the champion of Africa. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, let me know your opinion. Let me know your thoughts on this FIFA sanctioning both teams, and let me know what you think about this AFCON final. Guys, remember, we are on our way to 1,000. Without you guys, it's impossible. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Peace.